So we're back with the exact same thing as last time again, but bigger. So in the last ones we've been showing these hidden nether portals, so you flick the lever and it goes away and the wall comes in. And then same in reverse. And then it relights. You can do this because the dispenser's at the back. The water one will break the portal and then we'll relight it. We built a 3x3, a 4x4, also a 5x5, but what if it could be 6x6? Well, of course it can. That's the title of the video. Well, if we look at it here, we've just got some pistons at the bottom that push the blocks in, and then a bunch of slime and honey that gets pulled by pistons at the back, and that pushes these blocks into the wall at the front. So that's how we hide this wall. And then if we look down here, some dispensers come out the floor, and this will dispense water, and then this one, when it comes back up, will dispense a fire charge to light the portal. So in terms of resources, you're going to need 22 redstone dust, 12 repeaters, a slab, 2 observers, 2 dispensers, a target block, 20 sticky pistons, 4 redstone torches, 18 honey blocks and 18 slime blocks. You're also going to need a water bucket and flint and steel, and 46 obsidian for the portal, and some blocks of redstone goes into. If this is our 6x6 portal frame, you're also going to need 4 blocks behind it of space for the redstone stuff. You're going to need a couple of blocks underneath for the redstone stuff. And then the rest of it just goes to the edges of the portal. And we're also going to need a block in front just for stuff under the floor. So we'll build that now. Under the floor at the front we have sticky pistons aiming upwards like this, with blocks on them. Then if we go to the left and right side here, we'll just place some blocks because we need dispenser there. Then we'll have to go underneath these blocks like this with a gap. Sticky pistons aiming up at the dispensers, and we destroy the blocks, because we need to push and pull these dispensers out the way of all the slime and honey. So we'll also put obsidian between them, just to cover up the back. And it needs to be obsidian so it doesn't get pulled by the honey and slime blocks. They get pushed over it. So speaking of those, if we go 2 blocks behind the dispensers, then we do a tower of sticky pistons like this, and we fill in the middle with sticky pistons, destroy those blocks. And then we just alternate between doing a tower of slime and tower of honey, 5 blocks high. And then there's also blocks in front of these that go into the wall. And what I'm also going to do is in the dispenser on the right, I'm just going to put 2 items in instead of water to check that they both get thrown out, because we wouldn't want to spill water over everything to find out it's broken. And then also 1 item in this dispenser, because then I can see if that one will do the flint and steel like it should when it comes back up. Okay, so for the redstone, the first thing we're going to do is next to the piston at the bottom, we do a block and then some redstone like that. Move this stuff out of the way. Then we go another block back with redstone. Then we're going to do a block going across behind this piston with a repeater. That goes into a block. Then on the other side, we're going to have 2 blocks of redstone. Then next to this other piston, on the left side, we're going to do a repeater and a block between the redstone and repeater. And then that repeater goes into a block and then block the side with redstone. And that'll power all of the front pistons. So if I get my lever now and turn it on, all of those pistons come up and go away. Next, to get our water dispenser, we do an observer above this redstone under the obsidian. Then we do another block across and a repeater on 3 ticks, and obsidian aiming up into a redstone to power it twice. So if we flick the lever now, should get 2 of them out, and I'll put them back. This repeater goes into a block with a block to the side, and a repeater on its full delay, like this, into a block. Redstone torch in front to power this piston, and then we do a torch on the side, and we do blocks going across into a block with redstone to power this piston. So that's both dispensers. Next, on the other side of this block, near the observers, we do a redstone. That goes into a block with redstone on top. I just realised you don't actually need one of the repeaters, so you can cross one of those off the resources list. But anyway, moving on. You also don't need the slab either, because without that repeater bit, which I realised did the same thing as this one, we can just use a normal block here with redstone. And we just do that going across along all these pistons, except on the last one we do a target block and then redstone along all this. We then go under our slime and honey and place obsidian under all of those. Then we do blocks next to all of those like that, including by the target block. And then we do repeaters on all of these on their default. Then on the side with target block we do a torch on the obsidian like that, then block and repeater aim into a block with a torch like this. then a block above that torch, and blocks going across all the pistons with redstone. Lastly, next to the dispenser that's going to have the flint and steel in it, on the left, we do a block with a torch above so that when it comes back up, this torch will power it and light the portal. So all we're going to check is 2 items should be chucked out to simulate the water of this dispenser, then it should pull down, all the blocks should come out, and then when we turn it off, this dispenser should come back up and chuck its item out. So it's all come out, and then we'll turn it off. And we see the portal would have lit, and did both items come out? Dispenser? No, they didn't. And that's because, for some reason, this worked on the other ones, but on this one I have to do this repeater we did under the observer. That has to be on 4 ticks, not 3, and for some reason on every other design it was fine on 3. So we'll get our 2 items in, and then 1 item in the one that should light it. Again, these should be water and flint and steel, but I'm just testing. And we see both of the target blocks came out that time. And then the portal would have lit. So yeah, it was just change that repeater to its full delay instead of 3. So your input obviously is this redstone here, so you can do any line of redstone going to that, and it's fine. And now to actually get it to light, we get our water bucket in our dispenser on the right, and flint and steel on the left. I'd also recommend just filling this dispenser with them, so you don't have to replace them a lot. And then it will go away, come back, lights, and the water should break it now. There you go. And then your wall would be around it like this, with your floor being here. As you can see, hides into the wall and turns off, so there's no evidence it's there. And also, if you want the world download with all of these builds, it's in the comments, as well as my Patreon if you want to throw some money at my face. Alright, I've been Hidden, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.